on CityCast Austin, it's the Friday News Roundup. We finally made it, y'all. I'm here with a couple of guests to bring y'all up to speed on the local news stories from the week. We're going to talk about the tax bills about to hit your mailbox, if they haven't already, a big-ass tunnel, the yoga shop murders, and of course, some weekend picks that aren't ACL Festival related. It's Friday, October 3rd. I'm Nikki Devon, and this is what Austin's talking about. Hello! I am here with Sean Brannigan, writer and actor at Esther's Follies. What's up, Sean?
Nothing. Happy to be here, Nikki.
And we are here with our executive producer, Eva Ruth Moravec. What's up, Eva Ruth?
Hello. My leaf-blowing friends are here, too.
It's Friday. It's leaf blowing day, evidently. Okay, so we're going to get into it. The Travis County's property tax bills will be hitting our mailboxes soon. And y'all, we're warning you now, it's going to be a bit of sticker shock. One big tax rate is still up in the air, but the rest are now set. And even if you don't own property in Travis County, you will still probably be hit by the rising costs through rent increases. So Eva Ruth, why don't you go ahead and break this down?
Yes. The Austin Chronicle spelled out basically in a story this week exactly what the average Travis County homeowner is set to be paying this year. And it's a lot. Overall, what they're saying is taxes will be going up by at least $267, but the total is $9,400. So $9,400 is what the average Travis County homeowner is going to be paying in property taxes this year.
Are you serious?
To all these different entities. And there is this one that's still up in the air, but AISD, Austin Independent School District, is actually reducing their amount. So they are saving homeowners $317 overall on average over last year. But don't worry, everybody else is making up for that. Travis County is up $200, Central Health is up $64, and Austin Community College is up $17. The big question mark is what's going to happen with the city of Austin. We will have this tax rate election coming up on November 4th. Voters can decide on whether they want to raise taxes by 5 cents per $100 valuation over the state's limit, which doesn't mean anything to anybody. But it's a 20% increase in taxes is what the city of Austin is hoping to do. And that's going to bring in an extra $110 million. If this goes through, it's called Proposition Q or Prop Q, if you want to be cool and hip. And you're going to be hearing about it a lot. There's a big push to support it by a bunch of people in Austin. And of course, there will be pushes against it because it's a lot of money. But overall, a lot of that money would go to homelessness services. The rest of it would go to public safety, parks, pools, and some other programs. And if Prop Q goes through, it'll cost the average homeowner $300 more in taxes this year. So basically, AISD is offsetting that. So it doesn't look like this huge increase, but who knows what's going to happen. These things don't usually go down that much. So yeah, it's a lot of money. And I think people are feeling the squeeze.
I mean, first of all, part of me is I guess before Travis County was talking about also raising taxes, I was yeah, city of Austin, people need raises. It's the cost of living has gone up. But this is also someone who does not own a home. And I know that my rent will go up and I know it'll affect me, but I don't think it doesn't seem like it will affect renters as much as homeowners. Correct me if I'm wrong about that.
Well, there is another thing.
Oh,
there are also utilities that are going to be going up, like the city of Austin's utilities, water and power and stuff like that. That is also increasing. So the average For the average homeowner, it's going to go up another $417 this year, just your regular fees. So this stuff is going to hit you one way or another.
I'm seldom opposed to paying property taxes because it was generally my impression that most of them are going towards public education. But if AISD is making cuts, and I know that they're talking about closing the school right around the corner from me, Ridgetop, which is one of the only bilingual schools around, and not a terribly old school. It doesn't look like it's falling apart. Like I question where all this money is going, and I do own a home in Travis County, and I mean the 300, considering how high taxes are. When it's broken up over 12 months, you don't really feel 300, but you do feel extra electricity. You do feel extra gas. That's been going up. So I'm not sure what to think. I want to fund ACC. I want to fund schools, and I want to fund public. The taxes you pay locally are generally the taxes that most affect your community. So I'm more inclined to want to pay those.
Same.
Absolutely.
I'm the same way. I'm like, especially since it's like, it serves such a broad range, right? So people that work for the city can make a living wage. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always for that. I'm always for just, being able to help people make a living wage. But I'm like, we raising these taxes and our school is still suffering. Our schools are still struggling. It doesn't.
And ACC gives people free tuition. Like, you're right. Like these agencies do wonderful things or do very beneficial and important things in our community. This is just the way that they get funded. But it's like there's so much insecurity and so much uncertainty in the world about finances, I think, right now, that it's like it just makes you nervous. But
and they said that they were blaming it on. They were blaming the deficit on sales tax. They were saying that our sales tax are just not what they used to be. People
and
aren't
alcohol
buying,
sales.
And alcohol sales. People aren't buying how they used to buy.
People aren't buying alcohol the way I find that hard to believe.
Yes.
Can I get some numbers on that?
Yeah. Is this what you're
people
seeing?
Are fucking broke. That's probably why they're not buying anything.
This is why we need to tax weed.
They can't afford to live here. Yeah. Just tax it. Give it to us for free already.
Yeah, I know. I'm still surprised about that. People are not drinking as much as they used to. Because I don't see it and I don't feel it.
I sure as hell don't feel it. Didn't they say that there's a possibility that it'll keep getting higher? So it's not like your taxes are going to raise once and then that's going to be the end of it. It's likely that next year, because of cost of living,
there's a 3.5% cap on increase that they can do without voting, I think. And I think they intend to keep pushing that, or as long as they can push that.
Yeah, I mean, that's why if they go up to 5% this year, it's like, then that's the new baseline for...
Oh, is that? I didn't know that.
Yeah. So,
will that be the new baseline?
Yeah.
Well, not that... I'm probably misspeaking about that, but like for next year's increase, right? Like then that
they're allowed to raise it that much now instead of the 3.5%
over that. Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, it's also like people don't come out to these elections. I'm sorry. Our turnout is typically pretty low. And
you have until October 6th to register. That's what I know.
Make sure you go vote. Make sure if you're not registered to vote, go register. What are you doing? If you can't register to vote and you are not registered, we won't get into that, but register to vote because the local elections are the elections that matter.
And they're the ones where your vote counts the most.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. This podcast is brought to you by Wise, the app for international people using money around the globe. With Wise, you can send, spend, and receive up to 40 currencies with only a few simple taps, and save up to 55% compared to major banks. Plus, Wise won't add hidden fees to your transfer. Whether you're buying souvenirs with pesos in Puerto Vallarta or sending euros to tip your Coliseum tour guide, you know you're getting a fair exchange rate with no extra markups. That's what makes Wise the fast, affordable way to use your money around the globe. Wise offers 24/7 live support and runs over 7 million daily checks to catch and prevent fraud. So you know your money is where it's supposed to be. Be smart. Join the 15 million customers who choose Wise. Download the Wise app today or visit wise.com. Learn more by visiting wise.com/US/compare. T's and C's apply. So I wanted to move on. We want to talk about what each of us separately, are currently obsessed with. What story or trend or song or whatever. What's happening right now that is not leaving your brain anytime soon? Sean, you go first.
This I can't stop thinking about because I drive past it every day. For the last couple of months, as they've been doing construction on I-35, they have erected these great big walls with sort of sound baffling around them. One at Cesar Chavez and I-35 and one at Airport and I-35, which is right near me. And I couldn't for the life of me figure out what they were for. I assumed they were to guard the construction equipment or something, or just keep it all in one place. But what it is they're both encircling these enormous holes that they have dug, where they are tunneling underneath the city at a depth of about 200 feet. This is from an article by Nathan Bernier on KUT. The tunnel is so large that building it will cause the ground to vibrate along its 6.5-mile path down I-35 in East Chavez, creating uncertainty about the risks to nearby structures. So it might rattle so hard that's going to break the buildings, all the old buildings up and down the corridor. And what they have is two enormous drills, one starting in the south and one starting in the north, that simultaneously drill through the rock and create a concrete wall around themselves as they're drilling. And the idea is the two of these meet up in the middle, which God forbid they're off by a degree, because they're just going to pass right by and not even know it. One will be up in Round Rock and one will be, down in South Austin. So if you have been wondering about what those great big sound baffle towers are, that's what they are. Go to the KUT article by Nathan Bernier and you will see a really sexy picture of this just enormous hole in the ground. For D&D players, like purple wormhole. This is what it looks like.
Oh my gosh. And what's going to go in there?
The new I-35. That's what's gonna go underneath. They have to dig a 22-foot wide. In addition to the tunnel itself, they have to dig a 22-foot wide drainage tunnel in case there's any flooding, because we get a lot of rain that goes straight into Lady Bird Lake. It is enormous. It's like the Big Dig in Boston, but not as big.
I swear to God, every time I pass those gigantic concrete looking but not quite concrete walls on Cesar Chavez, I'm like, what are they doing? Are they trying to and honestly, I thought the same thing as you. I was like, ain't nobody trying to steal y'all shit. You ain't got to build a big ass you ain't got to build a big ass wall to keep your little tractors. I should have known it was something way more important.
And the other fact about this that I found amazing is they can move up to 50 feet a day, which sounds like a lot when you're making a giant tunnel through rock. That's pretty damn quick.
Oh my God.
Big German drills.
But they have to go how many miles?
6.5. So somebody else do the math. It's going to take a while. But, yeah.
I'm not going to say how many. I'm not saying how many, but it's a lot.
Oh, let's see.
I thought it was 5,280.
Yeah.
Is that right?
5,280 feet in 1 mile. Okay,
I'm sorry. So they go 50 feet a day. And
so 5,280 divided by 50.
We're going to be here a while.
Yeah, it'll take 105 days to go a mile.
105 days.
But there's two of them working. So it'll take a year, basically.
Oh, my God.
A year of vibrating underneath the city.
Austin has become a caricature of itself. It's just too much. I can't handle it. It's ridiculous.
I love it. I think I do predict they're going to find some sort of something in this tunneling process. I don't know, Davy Crockett's real hat or something, or, someone's remains, a salamander.
Not the fake hat, the real Davy Crockett.
We found it, we got it.
No worries, everybody, we found it. You know what I think is going to happen? I think because this is happening so fast, and I refuse to believe that there's any way that they did any kind of real science to figure out what was down there. They're going to get to digging, and they're going to find some sort of natural thing that's going to ruin everything.
I think, there's a good chance they're going to find caves, right? Austin is sort of riddled with, what happens if they hit a big open something? I don't know.
Or portal.
or a portal, or just dinosaurs.
It feels like a Steven Spielberg summer blockbuster waiting to happen, like Michael Bay with explosions.
And also a villain. I just keep going to Austin Powers and Dr. Evil's, got the drilling machine,
Oh my God. So mine is because I'm messy and a little nosy. So this whole exchange of power between the ARC and the A Street Women's Shelter is just, I don't know why I love it. I've been on Reddit. So September 30th, the city's contract with Urban Alchemy ended. And Urban Alchemy was the organization that was handling the Arch and the 8th Street Women's Shelter. Apparently, they were The contract is ended because some of the staff members were falsifying data, essentially. And David Grapepiece, Austin's homeless strategy officer, was like, they caught and corrected the problem, but it's the type of thing that they just can't turn a blind eye into. So they handed it over to Endeavors. And Endeavors is the group that runs the city's marshaling yard and Northbridge shelters already. And they're going to take over the downtown location. So here is the thing that I think is hilarious. Everybody hates the marshaling yard. The marshaling yard has been getting like complaints since the day it opened. And it's been getting complaints about how the conditions are terrible. They're not taking care of people. The people that are staying, the unhoused neighbors that are staying in the marshaling yards have been starting fires because they're trying to get people to be like, hey, look, we're not being taken care of. They're not treating us right. Like almost in like a little bit of a protest. It's all over Reddit about how the marshaling yard is just taking the city of Austin's money and essentially letting our unhoused neighbors kind of devolve into their own kind of, somebody used the term shantytown, which I think
like a
is
self-governance
like a
situation.
like a self-governed, unhoused, unruled. Like, you know, people are very dramatic on Reddit. But the thing that I think is so funny is that we brought this up in one of our episodes. Nobody else wants the job. And so Endeavors has taken it on. Everybody that's talked about it is like, nothing's going to change. They're still handling it poorly. It's just, and it feels like it's the city's way of being like, yeah. We're going to just let them handle that. And they'll take care of the unhoused people, and we don't have to deal with it. Here's some money. Y'all figure out what to do with it. And people are pissed. I did not know so many people were so mad about the marshaling yard until I looked this up. People are pissed. They're like, what is happening? Why can't y'all figure this out? One of the people described it as the Wild West, but slower and with less intention, which I don't know what that means, but I thought it was hilarious. And I'm obsessed. I've been talking to people at the city all week about it. Everybody's just kind of wringing their hands. They don't know what to do. They don't know why everybody's pissed about it. Yeah, I'm obsessed.
It's going to be, I feel like this isn't going to go away with like this.
It's not.
Because that's the spotlight on the tax rate election increase is to help out homelessness. And if they're going to be getting $50 million more dollars, that's going to be under the spotlight a little bit. Should be.
How many people are we talking about that stay there?
The marshaling yard, they can hold 300 people at a time.
That's a lot of people.
But they are over capacity right now, but they're not saying how over capacity they are.
Wow.
So 300 people, you know, there's a lot of people to not be taken care of, or supposedly not be taken care of. So that's what I'm obsessed with. I'm obsessed with the drama of our unhoused neighbors. Yeah. And people being so upset about it.
If this money is going to that purpose, it should be, you know, spent well.
Yeah.
So stay on it, Nikki. Stay on that case.
So Austin City Council is scheduled to vote on an emergency contract for Endeavors next week. The vote is expected on October 9th and would authorize Endeavors to operate these shelters through September 30th of next year. You know that my ADHD is going to make me forget about this in 13.5 seconds. It's fine. It's fine. I'll be like, what were we talking about? Okay, what about you, Eva Ruth? I already know what your answer is, but I want to hear it.
I mean, you know, I can't forget about this.
That's why I saved you for last.
This week, I have been obsessed with the yogurt shop murders. I can't stop thinking about this case and the impact that it had on so many people. There was this big announcement on Monday that it was solved, and it, you know, was this random, seemingly serial killer who had nothing to do with Austin and has now been connected to all these other crimes. But the thing that I'm obsessed with about it is thinking about these four men, they were teenagers at the time. In 1999, these four teenagers were arrested for these murders. And their cases wound through the system, and two of them ended up being convicted by a jury and sent to prison. Michael Scott and Robert Springsteen IV. And both of them ended up confessing after these very long interrogations, and in the trials, they basically implicated each other, and that was the evidence that the state had against them. And one of them was given life in prison. The other one was on death row, and they were in for until 2009, when there was a Supreme Court ruling, and they were going to be granted a new trial, and this city realized the evidence that they thought they had against these guys was actually nothing. There was no DNA evidence connecting them. And so they go through this lengthy process. They're in prison for, several years, and then they got out in 2009. But now I'm just like, let's declare them innocent. Like, how do we get them compensated? Because there is a process for compensating people who've been wrongfully convicted in Texas. They are entitled to $80,000 per year that they were wrongfully incarcerated.
What?
No one is doubting that Mike Scott and Robert Springsteen are innocent. There's some steps that have to be taken, and they are complicated, and it takes a while. But I wanted to hear a little bit more of that from the district attorney, Jose Garza. He did say during the press conference that if the findings of APD's investigations are confirmed, I will apologize. Our office will take any necessary steps to ensure they can move forward with their lives. The next thing that would have to happen is an attorney would have to file a petition of innocence with the trial judge for each of them. And then the judge can order an exoneration on the basis of innocence. And then they would be entitled to the compensation. So... Yeah, Texas has actually paid $156.67 million to people for wrongful convictions.
Shit.
Yeah, that's to 97 different people.
In addition to the cost of incarcerating them the whole time.
Exactly. Exactly.
Really, you really double or nothing on this one. I'm surprised no one has leapt forward to file that immediately. If I was some attorney, this would be the perfect thing to do notoriety and do very much the right thing in front of everybody.
I mean, that's how I feel about Garza too. You could make that stand. This is something bad that happened to Austinites, and left this scar, and you have the potential to make this right. Yes, an attorney does have to do that. And Tony Diaz is representing Mike Scott, and he is pushing this forward, it seems. But yeah, I want to see somebody strongly say it needs to happen.
They were so quick to be like, yes, they did it. These guys did it. They confessed. They're guilty. They were coerced into these confessions. One of them after 18 hours of questioning or whatever. Everybody was on the bandwagon. It was so fast. They villainized them so quickly, right? And so I'm like, where the fuck is that speed to backtrack and be like, we got it wrong. We got it wrong. We owe you an apology. Here's your money. Here's your exoneration. Our bad. Where is that? And you're right. At that press conference, I did not see any urgency. It was just like, yeah, if it turns out that they aren't guilty, then yeah, we're gonna think about restitution. I was like, are you serious?
Yeah. And it's complicated, too, because, they want to keep the focus on the girls, the victims. And I definitely got that. But John Jones, one of the original detectives, he was there in the crowd. And he did say, I wanted to be here because of the four guys. That meant a lot to him because they had actually come up initially in the investigation in 1991. And the detectives were like, no, this isn't a real thing. And then in 99, this task force was like, oh yeah, these are the guys. And they went all gung ho and got them. And so, yeah, Jones was like, wow. I think he wanted to see somebody take responsibility for the four young men getting wrapped up in it too.
And now one of them has passed away.
Yes.
So it's
one
too late
died
for him.
In an officer involved shooting. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just feel I think that if you put someone in jail for 10 years, right? Don't get me wrong. There are some people that get out of jail and they figure out a way to make their lives completely different, right? But it is like a Herculean task. You go to jail for 10 years, that completely changes the trajectory of your life, period.
Yeah.
Period. And for some you didn't do, that, it's like that changed the trajectory of their lives. And so I don't know. I feel like you need to take care of this shit expeditiously.
Let me sign a petition.
Mm-hmm. You've done it. No, this is where it starts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get a petition going, Eva Ruth, right now.
Okay.
You all know what time of the year it is. This weekend is the first weekend of ACL Festival. It's a giant music festival that takes over Zilker Park. Actually, kind of takes over the city. It annoys me. But we found out that only a quarter of the people that go to ACL Fest are Austinites. So we wanted to talk about a few things going on around the city this weekend that are not ACL, because I know that, like, if I don't have to go for work, I don't go to ACL. It's too much. And so we wanted to talk about what we are going to do instead of go to ACL. And so I have a whole list.
Nikki's always got the weekend recs.
Okay, well, you go first then. You go first.
Well, mine is, I've got food on the brain. So I'm thinking it's a good time to go to a farmer's market. And I think, I don't know, just in case you didn't know about these, we have quite a few options around town. So there's Republic Square does one on Saturdays from 9 to noon. Also on Saturday is Barton Creek Farmers Market at the mall, the Barton Creek Mall from 9 to 1. And if you're looking for a Sunday farmers market, there's one at the Domain from noon to 4 or at Mueller from 10 to 2. So that's my quick little pick for non-ACL. And those places, I think, are all pretty much away from ACL land, aside from maybe the downtown one. But yeah, that's my rec.
Oh, shoot. That was quick and dirty. I like it. Okay.
I know.
So a couple of things. So first of all, October has started Legacy Business Month, right? And so if you don't know what Legacy Business Month is in Austin, you should look it up. Preservation Austin. Every October, they highlight legacy businesses in the city. So this year, it is some of my favorite businesses. And so I want to just like plug a couple. Antone's is part of Legacy Business Month, so go see a show at Antone's if you can. La Lome is playing on Saturday. It has nothing to do with ACL, and La Lome is one of my favorite bands in the world right now. Oil Can Harry's is a legacy business that they are highlighting this month. Also, Saxon Pub, if that is not your speed, go to Terra Toys and buy some toys, or go to Room Service Vintage. We want to keep our businesses that have been in the city for a long time still operating. The best way to do that is to go to there and spend your money and see a show, shake your ass, whatever it is that you need to do to make sure, to make sure that we keep our legacy businesses. Sometimes you got to shake your ass. That's all I'm saying. Right. And then just honorable mention, some things that I'm super into. It is the 50th anniversary of the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh.
And at the Long Center on October 9th, they are going to have the original Magenta, Patricia Quinn, at a Rocky Horror Picture Show anniversary spectacular. So do with that information as you will. I am losing my shit. I cannot wait. I'm probably going to push some people down so that I can meet Magenta. So if y'all see that on the news, know that it is probably true, because I love Magenta. She's my favorite.
Are you going to dress up? Are you going to wear magenta clothes?
Absolutely.
Okay, just making sure. I don't know why I even asked. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, come on. I got the wig already. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Okay, Cat Williams is going to be here on Saturday. And y'all may not know this, but Cat Williams is one of my favorite problematic comedians. I love him so much. I'm low-key obsessed with him, and I've been obsessed with him for a while. He is one of the funniest humans, I think, on the planet. And I love the way he trolls other comedians. I love him. He's going to be at the Moody Center on Saturday at 7 p.m. If you've never seen Cat Williams, pick up your hand computer and just Google his name.
Cat Williams has a distinctive comic voice. I like Cat a lot.
Can you do an impression?
Oh, I cannot do an impression of Cat Williams. No, it is distinct. Yeah, you. Hello, white man. Hey, white man, can you do?
Guys, I got this. Hold on.
Yeah, Cat Williams is wonderful. And if you've never heard of him, just look him up. He's really very, very, very funny. And so he is going to be here at the Moody Center. And I know it's going to be amazing. That's on Saturday. Tonight, if you want to stay away from ACL, y'all know that Central Machine Works has their the next stage thing that they're doing all for the entirety of the fall. They're hosting all these bomb ass musicians for free. And tonight, Adrian Casada's trio, Assassino is going to be at Central Machine Works for free.
Wow.
At 7 p.m. for free.
That's a good ticket right there.
Listen, and now that they have their whole little outside beer garden set up with like shade.
It's great.
It really is. It's really, really great. So.
And I think all those shows are like benefiting different organizations too, right?
It all benefits the Central Texas Food Bank. So this is happening all throughout October, all throughout November. So keep an eye out on that. Now, Sean, I want to hear what you're getting into.
Okay, I have three, two of which are shameless self-promotion. Come check out Esther's Follies, where I've worked for almost 30 years. It is America's longest-running vaudeville theater. It's down on 6th Street in Red River, right in the middle of downtown. It is a show that is equal parts sketch comedy, musical parody, and magic. We have a terrific magician, Ray Anderson. And we have shows Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 7 and 9 on Friday and Saturday, just 7 on Thursday. And it is a fantastic good time, which I can say without prejudice, even though I work there. It's
good. Yeah. Y'all, it is objectively a good time.
And the magician is...
Y'all, he's so good.
He's so good. And if you've never been to Esther's too, one of the distinctive things about it is the upstage wall is a great big plate glass window that you can see out into 6th Street. So you can always see people passing by. And if you're a cheapskate, you can come watch it for free. You can get a little taste, get a little look and see it out the window. And then if you like it, come on in. You can sort of sample.
Nice.
Listen, it is so good. Just objectively, it's good shit. It really is. It's good. It's funny. It's cheeky. It's political. It's current. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Thank you for your unsolicited testimonial.
Do you have a tunnel skit?
No. It's the news is just now breaking. My second recommendation is for The Long Time. Have either of you ever heard of The Long Time Sandlot Baseball?
Wait, no.
They have 2 Sandlot baseball fields, one in Lockhart, one in Austin, out MLK, sort of out east. And it's just a bunch of guys who have a Sandlot baseball field. And for $10 you go there, and you probably got to bring your own chair because the bleachers are small. And they got beer and they got wieners. And it's just a bunch of like guys from their like 30s to 50s playing Sandlot baseball. It is the best time.
What's Sandlot baseball?
It's a casual baseball game.
Okay.
So it's they play leagues. They have uniforms. They have stuff, but they don't take it terribly seriously. They often drink while they play. And then if somebody hits too many home runs, they have to start swinging like a log. Like they're not allowed to use the bat anymore. It's ridiculous good fun. It's just a hugely cool vibe. Go to thelongtime.com and check out their schedule. On the 4th, they play the Wishing Well, which is their Lockhart field, and on the 11th they play the Long Time, which is their Austin field. Super fun.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's just really it's a very casual old Austin vibe. Like I don't think the Instagrammers have discovered it yet. It's just fun.
Great.
The Instagrammers?
Don't tell them.
Yeah. Those kids, those Gen Z, the millennials, those ones.
Rabble.
Get out of my Sandlot baseball yard. And then my true shameless piece of self-promotion is, and this is your palate cleanser after ACL because it doesn't open until the 13th, the Monday after ACL. Come see The Mariposa Twist, which is an original puppet show that I've been working on for the past couple of months with some supremely talented puppeteers. We built everything. We choreographed everything. It is for all ages, and it is a private residence in Hyde Park, this great historic house in Hyde Park. And it runs for 3 weeks. It's October 13th and 14th, the 19th and 20th, and the 26th and 27th.
Nice.
You can get information at themariposatwist.com. We have an Eventbrite page, so you can get tickets. It's free, suggested donation, but free to everyone, including my whole neighborhood, who's going to show up anyway, because I'm going to be doing this weird show outside my house. But it's going to be terrific, I think.
Yep, into it.
Yeah, that looks fun. What are some of the puppet
I'd start one of them. I don't want to give too much away. There's a butterfly that interacts with everybody. There's a couple of life-sized ants.
Ooh.
There are two puppets that are just primarily made out of those balloons with the rubber band on them, right? Boing, 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 where you punch them. There's puppets made out of them. And I've started getting into sort of scale puppets. So there's a large inflatable puppet, which is pretty it's about 8 feet high. Yeah, it's fun. Jesus. If you've been to a Flaming Lips concert, I was inspired by that.
Love a Flaming Lips show.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So the Mariposa twist, check it out, please.
Cool.
I'm not going to miss this because I can't wait. I knew that Sean is being a little humble, but like you've been making puppets.
I built, if anybody knows Fragile Rock, who just had their album release party.
Or not?
They just had their album. They just have an album out. They did an album release party at the 310, which is like the smaller venue at ACL.
Mm-hmm.
So we built them, almost 10 years ago now. It started out as this gag that my friend Brentley wanted to do, an emo puppet band called Fragile Rock. And I was like, well, that's a great fucking title. So I have to build these puppets. So we built the puppets. They went on America's Got Talent and were hated on so bad that we didn't make the air. They were on Tiny Desk Concert.
Gosh.
Like it's been quite a trajectory for what was essentially just sort of a tongue-in-cheek gag. And then 7 years ago, I also did a puppet show at my house called Paradolia, which is sort of the forerunner of the Mariposa twist, which is doing a puppet show at your house because you can't afford a space.
There you go.
Yeah.
How fun.
Well, that is everything we have for today. Thank you so much. I know. Thank you guys for coming on and talking about all of the news this week. Thank you so much, Sean, for hanging out with us for a little while. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you very much. It's been fun.
Till next time. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
So before we go, I know that these Friday News Roundups are my personal favorite. They have something for everyone, and they really give everybody a snippet of life in Austin every week. Plus, I love chatting with our guests and our team members, and it's kind of like my favorite time of the week, honestly.
Aww.
And, listen, our numbers show that y'all enjoy these episodes too, honestly.
The data don't lie.
Data don't lie. The data don't lie. And it says that y'all love these episodes too. So if you really do love us, like the numbers say, join our membership program and become our neighbor. Become a CityCast Austin neighbor. When you become a CityCast Austin neighbor, it means that you also love what we do, whether it's our, Friday News Roundups or anything else that we do. And it says that you support us and you want to keep us around. And so go to membership.citycast.fm to become a CityCast Austin neighbor today and let us know you love us.
Yay!
That's all for today here on CityCast Austin. Our executive producer is Eva Ruth Morvek. Our producer is Alyssa Castles, and I'm your host, Nikki Devon. Our Hey Austin newsletter editors this week are Adrian Gonzalez and Kelsey Bradshaw. Music is by Nelson Valente Aguilar of Como Las Movies, with additional music by Alva Kimonos and The Vortex and 747 from Triple Scoop Music via Getty Images. And don't forget, y'all can support this show, get great perks, make me super, super happy by becoming a CityCast Austin neighbor at membership.citycast.fm. And of course, if you enjoyed the show, tell your friends, rate our show, leave us a review, subscribe to our Hey Austin newsletter. We'll be back Monday morning with more news from around the city. Bye, y'all.